AM Sports Report brought to you by Buffalo Peak Golf Course. Go out and see Dana and his team. The hours for the pro shop are changing. It's winter time, but it's still a beautiful pro shop, beautiful course. Buffalo Peak. I mean, Dana's doing some cool things. He's part of the Boise Golf Show this couple weeks ago, and they were on TV in Boise. Dana was all excited. He was sending me pictures of him in the studio, and he's just doing great things out there for the county, for that course, and it's quite remarkable. Buffalo Peak Golf Course, meet me at the peak. Before I go into local sports, I want to talk just a second about this whole. I want to get everybody's opinion about this debacle when it comes to 5-year athletes in college. So Caitlin Clark, she's in her 4th year. Let me preface this. Cheryl Swoops, who's an all-time great in women's basketball, went on a rant about Caitlin Clark when she broke the NCAA record last week. She says, she's in her 5th year, this, that. Well, she wasn't. Caitlin Clark's in her 4th year. But athletes are being able to play a 5th year because of COVID. So that's where I want to ask you guys a question. And answer in the comments or send me a message. What do you think about this? Do you think so? Say there's a record, right? Say the all-time leading scorer at for NCAA is so-and-so, and they did it in 4 years. Do you think that an athlete should be able to use that 5th year to break that record? I'm kind of torn on it. I mean, it is what it is in my eyes. And the other thing is it fair that those people that are getting 5 years, it's probably never going to happen again? You know what I mean? Like the chances of having 5-year athletes, because the reason why it's never happened before is because you have 4 years of eligibility. But with COVID, they changed the rule and let people have a 5th year, like an actual 5th year of playing. And that doesn't happen when you redshirt. That doesn't happen when you miss a year. You still only get 4 years. So I mean, is it fair? Should there be an asterisk in the records? I don't know. I'm torn on it. It's one of those things where I don't want to take anything away from anybody. They work hard for what they do, but at the same time, should a person, who scored 2,000 points in 120 games for the record be the same as a person who scored 2,000 points in 150 games? Answer that. I mean, give me your opinion on it in the comments. LeGrand Boys and Girls Wrestling starts today. The girls have 13 girls there. Boys have 12. I think LeGrand boys are gonna come home with 5 state champions. Now, team state championship it's gonna be a stretch for the boys. A lot of things are gonna have to go their way. But for the girls, I think they're gonna walk through that tournament. I think you're gonna see LeGrand win by probably 70 points in that tournament. They're good. And I had no idea that it was running concurrently. I don't know where I've been, what rock I've been sleeping under, but I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm going to get there really early, and that'll be championship day for both teams. So I'll be interviewing. I'm going to sit down with Dustin Azure from EOU, and we're going to talk some wrestling. I'll get Kalel on for a minute. Hopefully I get everybody that's in the finals too, and we'll just talk as it goes on. Keep you guys updated what's happening with these 2 wrestling teams and how close we are to possibly winning 4th straight state championship with the boys and the first one for the girls. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's crazy. It's basically just 3 days of nonstop, like 8 mats of wrestling. It's nuts. And when I say days, I'm talking like they start at 10 and they end at like 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Wow.
It's a full day. But they didn't get to play as much the COVID year. Well, it all depends. Some teams played full schedules, some teams didn't. It just depends. But it's still that many games on top of a regular 4-year career. EOU men's and women's hoops this weekend. I'm kind of bummed out about that. It's senior year, and a lot of these seniors now, they're in their 5th year. And most of these guys were freshmen when I first started doing this show, and I'm gonna miss their senior night. It's kind of sad because I'm gonna be in Portland, and it's like Preston Chandler. I've been with him ever since he got to EOU. This is year 5 for him, and I've been with him since he was a freshman, and I'm going to miss his senior night. I was kind of thinking about that last night. It's sad for me, but at the same time, it's also my son's senior year, and I need to be there for him as well. So it's going to be tough. They're playing Corbin and Bushnell this weekend. Both teams have already qualified for the CCC tournament. Yesterday, I sat down with CCC men's wrestling champ in the CCC tournament at 125, Hunter Sparks, and runner-up at 149, AJ Rockwell. Here's a little bit of that. Let's change it a little bit, and let's talk about like your team. If you had to pick one teammate to take with you to an all-you-can-eat buffet, who you bringing?
To an all.
Yeah.
What's the goal?
Eat as much as
possible.
possible.
As much as possible.
Yeah. You're going to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I think I'm gonna look at this 2 different ways.
Yeah.
It's either one, I'm taking Darian or Jay, because they can put food down. I mean, Jay, I don't know if you saw, he did the Blazing Wings challenge.
Did he?
When they were in Arizona, and he crushed it.
No, I'm sure.
So that'd be my second. That'd be one of my choices. My second choice would probably be Zach.
The other 125.
Because he cut a lot of weight. Give me him the day after his last weigh-in.
Oh, and just
And
starving.
I think he's gonna. I think he can do some damage.
What about you after cutting weight? Like, okay, after nationals, you don't have to worry about cutting weight anymore.
Yeah.
Right. What?
It's liquids for me.
Is it?
I don't get too hungry. I mean, I'll enjoy like a steak or a burger, but I mean, I'll put down some chocolate milk.
Say you've had a really hard like weight cut, like you've gone through some hard weight cuts. What outside? You said that chicken fried steak's your favorite meal, but what do you, after a really hard weight cut?
Yeah.
What's mom or dad or girlfriend make that you're just like, oh, dude, I gotta have it.
This goes back all the way back into high school, but we had this wrestler mom. She made a breakfast casserole.
Oh yeah.
And so it was like eggs, biscuits and gravy with sausage, and that was the thing I wanted the most immediately after a hard weight cut.
Yeah.
And that was the thing right there.
That's awesome. I was a senior in high school, and I was thinking about coming to wrestle at EOU. Why should I?
Why shouldn't you should be the question. But the guys, they're quality people. The coaches, quality people. We got quality wrestling, quality people, and we got a good facility. We have good resources, and if you want your experience in college and on the wrestling mat to be a little more personal, a little more intimate, like you're getting attention every single day, and that's the best way to grow. Then you come to Eastern.
Love it. Eastern Oregon. He's EOU wrestler and second place in the very tough CCC national qualifier. AJ Rockwell. I'm Dodsey. AJ, I appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
AM Sports Report brought to you by Buffalo Peak. Out in Union, take the Union Highway, go left, go up the hill. Meet me at the peak.